Alright, so this is my assignment 1. I'm just going to go through it line by line to show what it does, how it all affects each other. Right, so straight away IOStream, that's basic. These two are used for the random number generators. I'm not actually too sure what they do. I'm pretty sure this one takes my system time. I'm guessing this one's a date. Don't know. Using the STD standard library. Got ints up here. You will notice that this int is separate. That's just so it's a bit easier to read. You know, if you had multiple enemies, you might want the enemies down here and then options here. Then you can, you can split it down. But there's only a short program. As you can see, I've also added notes so you can see what bits are. So player name. First function is the primary attack. And this is basically a random number generator. Generates a number between 1 and 10. That gives you the attack damage. Subtracts the damage from the health, which is sets 25. Saves as attack 1. Quickly just outputs it with attack 1. It tells you you did this much damage. This is what their health is at now. Very similar thing here, but it's between 5 and 20 as opposed to 1 and 10. But that's exactly the same, and you'll understand why I've done it that way in just a moment. This was taken from Moodle, so I'm not too sure how it works. I'm not sure what this bit is or that bit, how it actually gets it. But this is from the dice roller. This is just a bit of story. Put in a retry, because if we open up this if statement, you'll see, it's option 1, option 2. If they typed in 3, 4, 5, whatever, takes you here, tells you what to do, sends you back up to this line right here, and then you get the choice out, put in the option again, and then we put in a switch statement here. Basically what it does is whatever you chose up here will affect this down here. So if we look, you chose option 1 and took the sword, then in case 1 you attack with the sword, but if you took the bow, they'll send you down to number 2 and you use the bow. That's how the player's choice can impact the text. And that's that. Moving on, we just got another if statement. Nothing too crazy. It's literally the same as that. It's just to keep the story rolling. Here we ask for the name, see in name. Just goes into the chart up there. Probably should have mentioned that the 50 is so you could put in 50 characters. Whereas if you didn't put that in, it would only save one character. For the name there. See, here's the character using the name in the actual text. Another if statement, very original, I know. Here we get to the attack. So we call it attack 1. Options the function primary attack. So if we go back up to here, does all this, shows how much it's done. And then takes you down here where it continues with the story. Else does attack 2. Else tells you what to do, returns you number 4, which is here, so you can put in the option again. Attack 2, another if statement, goes back to the primary attack. So you can see, if you had lots of battles, you only have to do the primary attack once and then just keep calling that function. Swapped it up a bit, just make an ending. It's quite a rushed ending, but it demonstrates all the skills needed. Again, another retry, rat elf, Oh, here we go. Here's the rat elf. So it's stored here. And when we come back in, so over to here. So rat health is that, and then we use rat health here. If it's less than or equal to 0, then well done, you killed them. Else, you didn't kill them. And it just changes the story a little bit, and that's basically it. So we got integers, we got functions, we've got switch statements, we've got if statements, we've got conditions, a few more conditions. That's that. Alright, so to actually show it working, we're going to press number 1 for the sword. We're going to press number 1 for north. Enter in our name. Yeah, we'll kill the rats. Do a primary attack. And we're actually going to run. See, that ends program. There's a bit of story. So showing the other way now, if we press 2, you get the bow. See there. Press 2 for the west. It's a slightly different story. Type in a different name. You see the name's changed there. No, we don't want to kill the rats. 2 for the secondary attack. 2 for run. That kills your coward, and off you go. And that is